Greetings, folks. This is the BlackWeasel, and today is my one reading of One Piece chapter 869. The name of the chapter is called On the Siege, and so we're gonna get right to it. Alright, so this is a short-term focused title page serials, part 23. We are dropping in on the lives of the Grand Straw Hat Pirate Fleet, Volume 6. Actually, this is a new arc. This is the Bartholomew arc, and he yells out, "We're the Barto Club, and we bring the ruckus." So it looks like the Barto Club is invading some type of innocent town, and I think somebody is calling the Marines on a dead Mushi. That's what it looks like. And they seem happy and jolly, and so at the page. Alright, the chapter starts off right after Capone Bege uses his castle powers to turn into a giant fortress called Big Father. And Capone Bege yells out, "Get in the castle!" And he opens up the drawbridge towards his crotch, which looks kind of funky. And Mount Dior is thinking to himself, "Big A, you bastard! I saw you. You're plotting to kill Mama, Big Mom. Why you?" Anyways, Mount Dior yells out, "Oh, was that your plan from the get-go?" And another person says, "We can't leave them. We can't leave him alive, him or Caesar." And Big Mom's still yelling out, and she's still screaming. And Do Bill is covering his ears, and he's covering his ears, and he says, He's thinking to himself, "My eardrums can't take much more." And he notices something on the ground, and he thinks to himself, "Moochie." And then he uses the Moochie and he puts it between his ears. That's what Commander Dogtooth did. So he was to figure out what Big Luffy, Capone, and the other guys were doing. So there's a sploop sound, and he said, "Ha ha," and he notices that the Tom Buggo box. He says the Tom Buggo box, and he looks like he wants to steal it. Anyways, Vito yells out, "Into the castle! Into the castle!" And Caesar's clown is flying, and he's hauling ass into the castle. So Jinbe, Brook, Luffy, and Petro are on foot to the castle, and Luffy's eyes are gleaming because he's shocked at the castle. Anyways, somebody's grabbing on. Anyways, somebody's grabbing on towards Brule, and she's being yanked out of Caesar Clown's back, and she flies off. And the other soldiers are thinking to themselves, "Getting to Big Father," and it looks like Gotti is taking up, is being the guard for the people that's getting in. And it turns out that Commander Dogtooth yanked out at Brule, and he looks like he wants to kill her. And Smoothie is looking on. And Commander Dogtooth, he breaks some stuff. It looks like he made a rustle sound, and he uses the jelly beans to shoot out Capone Bege's men. So now they're all falling and dying. And there's a panel shot of Charlotte Smoothie. And it looks like she's grabbing on towards Nami. And I'm pretty sure that she's getting ready to use her double fruit powers to make some type of smoothie out of her. And Nami yells out, "Kia!" And Chopper's thinking, "Nami!" And Oven manages to capture Carrot, and Oven captures Chopper as well. He says, "Wa-cha-cha, wa-cha-cha," because he notices how hot Oven is. And Luffy and Petro are looking on. And this is not looking good at all. But now we get to see what the Germa 66 is up to. And I remember correctly that Ishinji and Niji were being put on their raid suits. And Jaji and Sanji are all looking by. And Pearl is continuing to lick his lollipop. And it looks like he's getting ready to attack him. And Sanji points towards Jaji as in get into the castle. And Jaji's glaring at Sanji. And Ishinji is looking at his raid suit. I don't know what he's thinking. And Niji and Niji are nodding. And it looks like they want to put on their raid suits. And meanwhile, Big Mom's pirates are continuing to shooting at they're shooting at somebody. The next page over. Oh, look at that. They're getting ready to put on the raid suits. This is awesome. So there's a clicking sound. Let's see here. What the Germa 66 is doing right now is that Ishinji, Niji, Jaji, Riju, and Yanji are all putting on their raid suits. And there's a panel shot of Ishinji, so now he's about to get serious. And there's a rolling sound in the raid suits. And Riju is using the raid suit as well. And so are Yanji as well. Looks like something big is about to happen. And they're all they're all being shot at, it looks like. But there's a panel shot of 1, 2, 0. And it looks like the Big Bomb powers are continuing to shoot at Germa 66, but all no avail. It's not working at all. And it looks like someone's making a grainy noise. And what the hell? The Germa 66, they look badass as ever. Jaji, Riju, Ishinji, Niji, and Yanji. And there's a character. There's like a group introduction of Germa 66. This looks like Power Rangers or some shit. Anyways, Paris Pro is thinking to himself. He says, "That's right, Germa science. So that's their shape memory armor. I can't believe it. I can't believe it doesn't even burn." And the Big Mom pirates continue to attack. And Paris Pro says, "I'll just use my candy to freeze you all once more." And there's a glooping noise, and Paris Pro shoots at the Germa 66, but all of them teleported. And we have a character introduction of Sparking Red, and Ishinji punches the shit out of Paris Peros. That's nice. And we have Niji attacking Oven. He managed to sock it to him in his stomach, and at the same time he freezes. He frees Chopper. And Riju kicks the hell out of Charlotte Smoothie, but at the same time, Charlotte Smoothie blocks it. And Yanji, he attacks the Devil Fruit powers of Oven, so he's the windscreen. Man, this is all too much. I can't believe all this is just happening. And Nami falls down, and she's being carried by Sanji, and Sanji looks like they're gonna get ready to the castle, and they're also happy. And it looks like Pudding is looking on in her wedding dress. I knew that was her because of her being in a wedding dress. And Luffy is happy at what's happening. And Jaji, oh man, he hasn't attacked yet, but I know his Devil Fruit powers because he looks like. I think he can transform into Garuda, the giant mythical bird from Indian mythology. So Jaji is telling his other people to get into castle. And Bill is thinking to himself. He says, "My, the famed secret treasure itself. I doubt anyone will see me open this after carrying it all the way out here the time ago." And there's a creaking noise, and Bill says, "Coo, what wonderful chaos. This is the perfect chance to swap out the contents of this thing." And What the hell? Someone attacks Dubel. He is getting sent flying. I'm not sure who's attacking him. I think it's Dogtooth because no one has attacked Dogtooth yet. And shit! It looks like he has fallen out. Well, it looks like the Tamago has been chucked out of the arena, and I can see his eyes, and he looks very pissed off and shocked at what happened. And meanwhile, while Capone Bege is still in his big father form, he he uses his three giant cannons, and he shot at Big Mom. And meanwhile, somebody uses Devil Fruit power called a Kenny Wall. Oh man, it's Peros again. This is ridiculous. Like, this is so much action. I can't believe this is all happening. It's so awesome. And Capone Bege yells at Peros, and he sings Peropin, and Peros says, betrayal stings, so you're working with the Germa too, huh? Praise yourselves, you bastards. And looks like Capone Bege is getting ready to fire another one. And then Capone Bege says, I'll just shoot you from another angle till I'm out of lead. And he's getting ready to shoot, and lo and behold, and somebody... What the hell? Somebody shot out on Capone Bege's fortress part. Like, his left side of the fortress has been destroyed by somebody. And Capone Bege is thinking to himself, what the hell is that? And anyways, the underlings of Capone Bege, they say, Father, all cannons throughout the castle appear to be stuffed with Moochie. And this is Dogtooth doing, shit, this is also hopeless right now, like. And Capone Bege, and they also yell out, we cannot fire. And Capone Bege yells out, Dogtooth. And someone else is saying, and Capone Bege is saying, understood, I got my own bad news for the whole building. Big Father's arms and legs have been trapped in candy. We can't move a muscle. And Peros is laughing. So, oh man, this is not so good at all. Big Mom and Capone Bege says, we're surrounded by the pirate of the Yonku Big Mom. We're being pressured into an utterly hopeless situation. We're under siege. And the crazy shit is that Big Mom is not doing anything at all. She just disoriented. Whew. This looks unpleasantness. Anyways, we jump into the scene of the Big Mom pirates, and Peros says, Peros is thinking to himself, the moment any of them step foot outside, they'll be dead where they stand. And Dogtooth is thinking to himself, they sure did make the most of you, Brule. And Brule says, I'm evicting him here, brother. Beat them up already, every last one of them. And Charlotte smoothly squeezes onto something. And she thinks to herself, poison? That woman's some trouble indeed. Anyway, the scene changes, and we are inside Big Father. Anyways, the all gang is here. I see the cousin of Lilin. I see the sister of Lilin. I see Luffy. I see Sanji. I see Chopper. I see Gastino. I see Jimby. I see Capone Bege. I see Jarji and his gang, and Luffy yells out, you're amazing, Bege. I didn't know that you can turn into such a huge castle. And Capone yells out, this ain't the time to be singing and dancing. Look around you. Damn it all. Our assassination plot. 1 whole year in the making. What up in smoke? This is the first time I mucked up an assassination. So apparently, this assassination took a year. A whole year. So, I guess Bege has been planning a lot during the time skip. Anyways, Brooke is having a cup of tea, and he says, the Yonku really are a different level, aren't they? And Jimmy says, well, what now? Capone Bege says, there isn't a time for calm chit-chat, damn it. Haven't you figured that out? Capone Beckett says, "This castle is literally me. It's pretty sturdy, but it isn't impregnable." What? If this castle gets destroyed, I die, and that happens, the castle disappears, and y'all get tossed outside as monster chow. And now me and Chopper are all scared. And Capone Beckett says, "Outside, hell awaits us. And if we don't get moving, hell will come for us. Can't get it? Understand our utter despair yet?" And Gastino said, "Hey, it's not my fault, okay? Those launchers are the most cutting edge you'll find anywhere in this world, and Capone yells out, "Grach!" And it looks like he's coughing out blood. This isn't good at all. And Capone Beckett has collapsed to the ground. And Luffy says, "Oi, Beckett, what the hell happened all of a sudden?" And his wife yells out, "Are you okay?" And Capone Beckett yells out, "Outside." And Beckett says, "Get out." And Capone Beckett says, "Big Mom's regain her senses." And it turns out Big Mom is yelling out, every last one of you, "Get out here!" And it looks like Big Mom has kicked the shit out of Capone Beckett's face, or his castle face. And Big Mom yells out, "Show yourselves, you bastards!" And Capone Beckett, he cries out in pain because Big Mom indirectly kicked his side of his face. Anyways, Big Mom is very, very pissed off, and she asks, "Did you try to betray me, Big A?" And the chapter has ended. And you know what? We're on a break next week, so I guess that makes sense. But there was so much action in one chapter. I can't believe it. This is also happening. The Germa 66, they're showing their powers. They're all attacking the commanders, but no one has attacked Dogtooth yet, and no one has attacked Big Mom. So this is they really need some help. So yeah.